4 weeks out, U.S. Nationals. Well, technically today we're 3 weeks and six days out, but 4 weeks out is title of this video and has a better ring to it. So last week what I worked on was first part of yourself inspection. So I did I'm just gonna let out all my secrets. Why not? I had a practice routine written out for myself last week that was solved.no. They have a cross trainer, and I really like what Ulrich is doing with that website. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Check it out if you haven't already. Solved.no. It's in Norway. It's a website based in Norway. That's where the NO comes from. But yeah, solved.no. I did their cross trainer and their X cross trainer. It gives you a scramble, and then it says there's a certain amount of moves where you have to solve the cross. Like there's an optimal cross solution trainer thing, and that was what I did. I started out with 6 move crosses and 5 move X crosses, and I got most of them, and then I didn't go up in difficulty until I got a 100% success rate. So day 2 for me was 100% success rate on the 6 move crosses. The 5 move X crosses, some of those are freaking hard. Like you're always missing like a B2 L2 or something into a 2x2 block being done, and that is really hard to see. So yeah, I just kind of had to do my best with that. That was the first part of what I did. The second part of what I did was a little bit of like fatigue training almost. I did last slot, last layer, and I did a mean of 200. So the average time that I got for mean of 200 was like low 3, very low 3. I got 312 on the first day, and then I was like, okay, on the next day I need to get like sub 3.1, and then I got 312 again, and I was like, okay, on this next day I need to definitely get sub 3.1. So I got 309, and I was like, okay, 0.09 doesn't sound like a lot, but over the course of 200 solves, 0.09 times 200 is like 2 whole seconds. So I would have to take off 2 whole seconds of like my average last slot, last layer time. And 2 seconds over the course of 200 solves doesn't sound like a lot. That's a lot. It's like, I can't do freaking math right now. I'm in a calculus class and it's absolutely kicking my butt. It's nothing like I've ever had to do before. But yeah, I stopped keeping track of like my mean of 200, but I still did it every day after I got sub 3.1. And then after that, I've really been trying to hone in on not using ZBLL. And I've kind of come to a conclusion what my method is going to be. So if I can predict the OLL from my last slot, I'm going to do the OLL. And that goes for whether it's a normal OLL or a ZBLL OLL. I am always going to... Hello? There's a cop that stopped right in the middle of the intersection. I don't know what bro's doing. But yeah, if I can see the OLL from my last F2L pair, I'm going to do the OLL. If I can't, or if I'm not sure, that's when I will pause. And if I recognize the ZBLL before the actual OLL, which that happens to me sometimes, and it's crazy, but if that happens, that's when I'm going to do the ZB. So, yeah, that's my method, I guess. But I did do all 472 ZBLL cases, the OLL into the PLL. And my average time for that was like low to mid 2, which I kind of expected, because like if my last thought, last layer is, people in Lexington don't know how to drive. So, you watching this video, learn how to drive, please. But yeah, last thought, last layer was like low 3, so it completely makes sense that like low to mid 3 is my range for just ZBLL, but OLL, PLL, because last slot is like 1 F2 up air. That should take like less than a second, easily. So yeah, that was my thing for last week. It was a little bit of fatigue training, as well as inspection, which was the big thing. This week is going to be very, very F2L based. So I think what I have for myself is slow turning prediction training. So I'm going to have cross plus 1 solved, and then I have to close my eyes and solve the rest of the 3 F2L pairs. Should be pretty easy, but we're going to go up in difficulty as it goes by. So yeah, slow turning, prediction. I can't remember the other thing, but I will talk about it more in detail next week once it actually happens. But yeah, I feel really good. 4 weeks out, and my solving is going really, really well, and I'm only expecting it to get better. So yeah, I'm feeling really good 4 weeks out. Yeah, that's all I got. See you next week.